Okay, here we go. Welcome everybody. Here we've got another Saturday morning and we've got somebody to help with an issue. So let's get started with checking on AVDW. And if you let me know in the chat room, can you hear me okay? And there's something I need to, oh yeah, the watch. Put the watch down on the table. You guys know this better than I do. And I have Vitali on in the Zoom session. We'll switch over to him in a moment and have you check for that. Ken tells me AV good, and I did turn the DVR on. So here I'm going to punch the Zoom button and unmute Vitali, and we'll get the show on the road. Let's see, did that? There, hang on a second, Vitali. Okay, there I've got you unmuted. I've got you on screen. So hi, good morning. Can you hear me? Vitali, go ahead and speak. Oh, he's frozen. He hasn't been frozen all this time preparing. Are you there? Can you see me? Let's see what's coming over on the video. Yeah, the video's okay. All of a sudden, you're frozen, Vitali. Well, that's Vitali, everybody. So thanks for coming into the show. I'll see you next time. No, I'm kidding. We'll give him a chance to try to fix. He's probably going to come back in. Oh, there I see movement. And he's muted right now. So you're muted right now, Vitali. So unmute yourself. Can you see where to unmute yourself? Yeah, I see you talking. He and I were talking to each other before we started the show. When I hit the live button, let's see. I'm gonna click something here that's gonna pop up a message for you, a button for you to click on. I think to unmute. There, that did it. Talk to me. Say something. Vitali, say something. Are you maybe not hearing me? Oh, so Vitali says audio's not good. I see you talking, but I see your mouth moving, but I'm not hearing you. And I no longer see the mute. So it says you should be there. What's going on? This was working. Does this guy know what he's doing? He looks confused. That's to me, Vitali, not to you. What's missing? You were in my ear while I had you on mute. Down in the bottom left corner of your screen, next to the microphone, there's an up arrow. You click on that, and you should be able to make a microphone selection. Maybe you could choose a different microphone selection. Do I have something wrong? I was hearing him. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? I can see your mouth, your lips moving, but I'm not hearing you. Give me a thumbs up if you hear me, Vitali. Okay. All right. Is anybody in the chat room good at reading lips? You could type out what you think Vitali is saying. Of course, you'd have to read lips in an accent. Golly. Okay, Vitali, in the bottom left corner, you see the mute button. Click on it to mute yourself, and then unmute yourself. Okay, I see all the mute happen. Now speak.
Am I audible, sir, now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Wow,
Thank you, finally.
You just muted and unmuted to fix that.
Yes, sir.
I didn't think that would work. All right, welcome to the world of technology. You've seen that before, right? You do.
Yes, sir.
You do something to fix a computer that you don't think will work, and it works. And then on the other hand, we do things all the time that we think will fix it, and it doesn't. All right, so
Yes,
now
sir.
I need an audio video check with Vital to let me know that you folks in the chat room are hearing him. And
Yes.
I'm going to bring up the chat room
Yes,
on
sir.
screen, and then I'm going to go back and look for anybody that hit me up in orange. And let's see, I did see that. Ken Stout asking about the email makes sense to me. That was about a Wi-Fi, and I think the answer to that is yes. Perhaps we'll have more conversation about that later. Same sound video DVR, good. Let's see, but I think that was before we had Vital. So do I hear reading hips? You are the day, say something. Okay, so. Oh, say something. Yeah, before the show even started, there was some stuff happening in chat where, because the chat room down at the bottom, it says say something. And so somebody typed the word something. Chris Garrett did. And we went back and forth a little bit about that. Was Chris the first one, or was it someone else? I don't know. But anyway, so the word something went back and forth a bit. Yeah, it started with Chris, looks like. All right. So nothing else in orange. I want to try, Vital, if you'll allow me this excursion. I want to bring up Google Earth and see if I can show them where you're located in the world.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, the reason why I say I want to see if I can do that, and for you who've been those of you in the chat room who've been following my streaming computer, I'm going to try to bring up Google Earth on my streaming computer. On your screen right now, you should be able to see my CPU and GPU readings. So we're expecting those numbers to go up when I open Google Earth, because I'm putting more of a workload on my computer. And speaking of that, I just realized I did not pause my OneDrive. So I'm going to go ahead and pause my OneDrive. Let's see, I see CPU numbers in the 40s. So I'm going to pause my OneDrive for 8 hours. Boom, it went up to 80 briefly, and then 50s, and then 40s. And is it going to come back down? What else can I turn off? Let's see, I can turn off snaz, that's the timer. Let's see if I can get those numbers down lower before I bring up Google Earth. And then I got to keep that. I've got to keep that. Everything else there, I've got to keep. Yeah, so 30, 46. So this is with live streaming and my streaming software running and Zoom running. So high 30s, low 40s looks like. So here I'm going to go Windows key and then type Earth. That brings up Google Earth Pro. This is a program installed on my computer. It's not through the web browser. And I expect CPU numbers to go really high, at least for a little bit. Yeah, see if I come back to here. Oh, and I've got to bring up that screen. So we're, 37. Wow, that's not bad. Now, if I hit this and go to here and look over at the video, yeah, that does show it. Good. And then if I come up into the search field and Control V to paste, oops, no, looks like I've pasted or copied something else since then. Here it is. Windows key V to bring up my paste history, and then click search. And that'll bring the globe right around to where the towel is. And I'm going to try to pronounce this. I'm going to butcher it, I'm sure. Andhra Pradesh
Visakhapatnam.
Visakhapatnam.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. Visakhapatnam.
Visakhapatnam.
Yeah.
If I say it quick enough and mumble good enough, then you think I got it right.
There is a shortcut also. It's called Vizag. V-I-Z-A-G, Vizag.
All right.
The shortcut name.
So that's where Vitali is now. In one place on his emails, he signed his email as Vijaya Vital, Vijaya Vital, and so I thought Vijaya was his first name, but it's Vitali. Vitali is your first name, right?
Yeah. Yes,
All
sir.
right. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Yeah.
Basically, I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, sir. I have been certified in MCITP certification and training all the students around 14 years. I trained around 15,000 students so far. And I worked for Germany for a couple of years. I worked in, I went for wireless training, Wi-Fi training in Germany, and worked there for some years, and then came back and been gone to Chicago and learned 25 Microsoft courses in Train Signal Company. And then I was back to India and started training students. I have my own company, like office, where I train students, and I also do some services like you have seen a logo on the back of my system. This is our government logo, Me Seva, that is where I pay all the utility bills for the customers like power bill and electrical bills and all those things I do. My main orientation is training students. That is my main goal. And at times I do projects. I did 3-4 projects in India, and one in that is 3 hours away from Visakhapatnam. That is Chellur Sugar Factory. I did complete infrastructure building there, like configured a Windows 2012 server and configured all the 50 nodes to the server and given some group policy securities for them. Like that, I did so many projects, like 10 to 12 projects in our home, nearby our places. So that is my profile.
All right, awesome. That's impressive. So
and I also do assembling and disassembling of the systems hardware.
Okay.
And troubleshoots and repair laptops also, change the fields and keyboards and all those things.
Okay.
That's all. That's my profile.
And the training that you do, is it for Microsoft certifications, or what is the training that you do with your students?
Generally, here in this area, people come to learn only Microsoft Office and hardware networking.
Okay.
Like housewives will come more to learn MS Office to get a small job nearby.
Okay.
So I trained them.
Okay.
I made them do 50 projects in MS Office, 50 to 100 projects in MS Office from corner to corner. At the end of the course, they become fully happy and they go with flying colors.
All right, good. And so the training that you do, it's in person?
Yeah. Usually, maximum I take 4 people per batch and train them thoroughly and understand their needs and train them. One-on-one training also I do, but mostly 3-4 minimum people I take for training.
So do they come in for one training session at a time, or do they sign up for several weeks?
Entire course. 45 days is our program for MS Office, Computer Fundamentals and Internet Basics. 45-day program.
45 days.
Yeah.
4 people at a time.
Yeah.
And how many students did you say you've trained?
No, in the past, I used to take, I work outside also in some small software companies. They call me and ask to train like that, 30, 40 people at a go like that.
So there are other the numbers, yeah. I think you said 15,000 or some number of thousands.
Those are all past students.
So but that's not 15,000 4 at a time for 45 days each. That math doesn't work.
No, this is
I haven't even penciled that out, but I don't think that math works.
No, this is present training. Previously, 40, 50 people at one go. Like that I used to do.
Yeah, okay. With 15,000 people, 45 days, 4 people at a time, you must be, what, 125 years old? All right, so good. That gives us a great orientation. I'm going to take a quick check over here and see if I need to catch up with something in chat. So people in chat room, you need to know to hit me up in orange, because I'm not going to try to read through everything. Chris says there was someone very early, like 1 a.m. in the time they said they were looking for, but that's gone now. Yes, I did notice that. And it was somebody that was Arosa Queen. Said, can't wait. And that was 1:30 a.m. I was a little bit prepared for the possibility that might be a troll because, yeah, it just seems kind of odd. Never seen her name before. If that's sounds like a female. Let's see, going to the next orange. Gary, on Windows 10 last year, we needed IE. We ended up using Edge, and it worked for us. I have clients who need Internet Explorer still, and it's amazing that it's typically government sites that they need Internet Explorer. So let me go kind of put it in the video here on what our challenge is. I'm going to scroll down below the video into the description area. And this is the description that I've given people for what our challenge is today. Said, read the email correspondence below to learn all I know about this session. Some technicians might refuse to discuss this issue, but I think there might be a solution to the client's need, but maybe not. I've many times found that a conversation may reveal a solution where it was previously assumed there was no way. So his name in YouTube is camera. So that'll be his YouTube handle.
No, it's my name, sir. I put like that.
You put it like that, yeah. That's fine.
Sir, can I interrupt you? Your video is blurred.
My video is blurred. Oh, that's
not able to see it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. Just
no, that's fine. Please do let me know that, because what I'll do is go stop my Zoom video and start it again.
Yeah, it's now clear.
Yeah, and yours is off.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but let me try. Yeah.
So you now I got it. There you're back. Yeah, just turn the video off and on. We'll fix it. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Do I have the right thing on screen now? Yeah, I do. All right, so previously I'm using Windows 10 and Internet Explorer 11, doing some services using this website where I have to add my website in compatibility view setting. It works fine. Page setup option to remove header and footer and page setup. But when I switch to Windows 11, Microsoft Edge has Internet Explorer. I am finding compatibility view settings gear icon on the top right corner of the screen missing. File menu for setting page setup options. Can you please help me to solve the issues? Regards, camera. Feeling so much
with myself.
Okay, yourself. Oh, Camara. That's not camera, that's Camara. Camara. Is that part of your name?
No, it's just a keyword I have put there.
A keyword that you put there for your name. So your YouTube channel name apparently is Camara Camera. Camara. When I first saw that, it looked like the word camera twice, but it's not. Okay, moving on. That's okay. And so I replied to you saying the easy solution seems to stay on Windows 10. Internet Explorer is not supported in Windows 11. I'm interested in helping with this issue. If you have some reason you need to use Windows 11, please reply with information about what days and hours work for you if you want to do a Zoom session. And you replied, the reason for me choosing Windows 11 is I'm a trainer. I teach students. For that reason, I've installed Windows 11. I'm happy to connect in Zoom sessions. So that is enough to tell me that you're using Windows 11 because of your teaching role.
Yeah.
But you still have need to access some website that so far only works with Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
So let's get me connected to your computer so you can show us what's up. You're still at that site asking you for the 6-digit code, right?
Yeah. All
right.
Exactly.
So let me get you a code here. The code is 393683.
Yes, sir, I got the code. It's downloading something.
Yeah, it'll want to download. It'll ask you some other questions. Just answer affirmative to everything. You're starting to show up on my screen. I'm expecting to hear a ding.
Yes, sir. Something happened. Yeah.
And then I have to right click and choose start. Now, if there's any places you want me to blur the screen or take your computer off screen, just speak up to that effect.
Sir, I didn't get you, sir. What you're saying?
If there's any time during this session that you want me to blur the screen so we're not showing what's on your screen,
okay.
Just let me know.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, So
Yeah, sir.
now I have your controls. I'm going to minimize your Zoom window.
Sure, sir.
Let's see, right here. So with it
Yeah.
minimized, you'll still see a thumbnail of me.
Yeah, sir.
I'm going to drag it down below the Zoom image that's being broadcast on YouTube. Are you actually watching the video on YouTube?
Yeah, sir.
Vital, are you watching the video on YouTube that I'm broadcasting right now?
Only I'm able to see you only, sir. Other things I'm
Okay,
not
so
able
you're
to
only
see.
seeing me on Zoom. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just that you're not going to be able to see what I'm sending out over the video. We might bring that up later. We did just have a message appear on your screen saying your internet connection is not stable. So we might struggle with that. I see that you're on a Wi-Fi connection. Do you have the ability to connect your computer by an Ethernet cable?
Sure. I'll plug in 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I have given my LAN as an local LAN to connect my machines, a LAN printer. So I'll just remove that.
Okay.
1 second. Okay, sir. Now I'm online with Ethernet. So I'm switching off my Wi-Fi. I'm switching off my Wi-Fi. Okay, fine. Now I'm connected through LAN, sir.
Very good. All right, so let's close these down. Oh, I lost connection. Well, that's okay. It'll reestablish connection. Just wait for a minute. Because you switched from Wi-Fi to Ethernet, my computer has to find you again. It'll happen automatically, so we'll just wait.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Click launch remote. Or something went wrong.
That is my account problem, sir.
I'm not going to worry about that one.
Yeah.
Can you close that?
Okay, 1 second. Can I operate the mouse with your permission?
Yeah, you have the mouse.
This window is troubling me to close, sir. So is it okay if I leave like this?
Yeah, that's right. Can we even drag it to the side, maybe?
It is not at all moving, sir. It got stuck.
Anywhere. Why don't you bring up Task Manager and let's see if there's something there we can do.
Yes, sir. I brought it.
Okay, then more details.
Okay.
Let's see.
That can be closed, sir. I'm not using any more Microsoft Teams, sir.
Microsoft Teams, I can just close that?
Yeah. Along with my MS Office, it came. I recently purchased a key online. So along with that.
That's good. Let's close some things down then. And I'm going to go preferably to close Teams. Here it is. I think that's Teams right there, isn't it? Or is it this one? That one. Right click and quit.
Yes, sir.
And then what's this one? It's not popping up a bubble to identify it. Let's quit it. I think it's part of Teams also. All right, good. Now, did that get rid of that? Yeah, that got rid of that message.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, can you show us this website that you're trying to get to?
Yeah, sure, sir. So I'm opening that in Edge, sir.
Yeah.
And what I'm feeling difficulty, I'll tell you. I'm logging into my government website now. I hope you are able to see my screen fully.
Yes. You're okay. In the top left, it tells us you're in Internet Explorer mode. Most pages work better in Edge.
I'm just closing this window with your permission, sir. Okay. So I'm just logging in now. Actually, I have to on the Wi-Fi also, sir, because my system is binded with government system. I should have both to connected at once. So I'll just connect Wi-Fi also. Parallelly, this will work normally.
Okay.
Ethernet also. I'm just connecting it.
So we're connected through, your computer is connected to the internet through Ethernet and through Wi-Fi at the same time.
Yes, sir.
That's fine.
1 second. So this is our service portal, sir, where we do services, and this is our service. The trouble I'm facing here is usually when we pay the power bills, little bit slow. Sorry for the inconvenience. So yeah. So here I have an option called reports. And here I have another option called reprint receipt.
Okay.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes. Yes, I got you.
So here I'm choosing the reprint option, and I click it, I'll get all the options here. I just paid few bills now, 5 minutes back. So if I want to reprint it, I have to select the which bill I want to print and say submit. It is not getting responded. In previous versions, when I get the same problem, there is some website address here on the top. I used to add this address on the compatibility view mode. Like there's a gear wheel in it, and then say compatibility view settings. If I add there immediately, it used to respond. But this is the only problem I'm facing now here in this particular thing.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So I got some ideas for what we're going to try doing here. Before pursuing those, I'm going to jump over to chat and catch up with some comments from people there. And I'll scroll back up to my last highlighted comment. And IE does not like Windows 11, but MS got rid of IE Win 10. Chris, when I worked for Kroger, the thin clients had Firefox, but logging into the server to check other things that had IE 11, always laughed about that. Gary, IE is not in features anymore on Windows 11. Gary, you can use IE mode in Edge, that might work. Okay, so I've got it. That catches me up with what chat is saying on the subject. Now, let me ask you this, Vital. Your question that you posed to me was how to be able to use Internet Explorer with Windows 11 because of this website that you're using. But this government website that you're using, I'm suspecting has not told you that they require Internet Explorer. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Actually, they have not specifically. It is accessible on what is that called? Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome. But all the three browsers, all the two browsers also experiencing the same problem. Only Internet Explorer in the compatibility settings. If I do this, then only this particular reprint receipt opens. Other browsers, I can able to access pay bills and everything. But only this option works only with Internet Explorer.
Okay,
I mean,
so
am I clear in expressing?
Let me make sure I understood you right. You have tried Firefox and Chrome for this, and they have this same problem.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That moves us ahead a bit. But our real objective is to figure out how to be able to make this for you to be able to reprint these receipts. Whether we do that through Internet Explorer or authorizing particular permissions for this website, you don't really care about. What you really care about is being able to print the receipt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great. So let's go take a look at this first. Here's the website that we're at, and now I'm looking for. I'm noticing. Are we in Microsoft Edge? We are. So this header appears a little bit different now. Is that because the website has changed?
Yeah. Exactly, sir. You can minimize this button. You'll find 3 dots on the right corner. If you minimize this page.
Minimize this page here?
Yeah. One more time, sir. One more time you have to minimize it. Yeah, this is the original Edge.
Okay, there's the 3 dots.
Got 3 dots. Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to get an understanding about where our pages are, your current security settings put your computer at risk.
That is a common error comes with Internet Explorer because we change a lot of settings. Because of that will come.
Okay, because we're in Internet Explorer mode.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're using Edge right now, Internet Explorer mode. Now, this computer, did you upgrade it from Windows 10 to Windows 11, or did you do fresh install of Windows 11?
I made a clean installation, sir.
This is a fresh install. Okay.
Yeah, I followed your videos there, so I got clarity.
Very good.
Using your videos, I got a lot of information and I did it. I got succeeded.
Okay. Okay, so there I get in the address bar, Control C, new options for copying URLs. When you copy URLs, a friendly link of the page is available to paste by default instead of the actual URL. Want to paste the actual URL, use Control Shift V. All right. Let's see what they do. And press Windows key V and then Control V to see what they are calling the friendly link. Is that, oh, that looks pretty close. It looks identical to me. Now if I do Control Shift V, it's identical. So they didn't change that one at all, apparently.
Yes, sir.
All right. So then I'm going to go down here to the Edge icon and waiting for the balloons to come up. Let's just X out of this message to get away from that. There they are. So the one that would have the 3-dot kebab menu is the one on the left, it looks like. The center one and the right one look like they are the ones that have the modified title bar. Yes. So come over here to the ellipsis menu, and then I'll want to go to settings, and then privacy, search, security. Let's see, security, is it in here? I want to get to the place where we can set specific permissions for a particular website.
I made a sleepless night search, sir, but I failed thoroughly.
Yeah. I remember that being in here, but I don't know it well enough to find it. So if somebody in chat knows, where do I go to the place that I go to set specific permissions for a specific website? That's where my thoughts are going. Browser settings, web capture, extensions, apps, downloads, history, collections, favorites. Seems like it should be in security, but why am I not even finding a security choice? Is your Edge different than mine?
Actually, sir, this is version called Edge Chromium, sir. This is what they have given with along with Windows 11.
Yeah.
Initially, it is a normal version. Once it got updated, it has been converted into Chromium.
Yeah, I'm aware that Edge is based on Chromium. Now, you can't see this right now, Vitali, but I've brought up Microsoft Edge on my computer. I'm going to go look at settings, privacy, search, and services. Yeah.
I found some settings. Can I share with you?
Yes, let me come back to you. Hold on a moment.
Here, okay, fine. Whenever you
Go
say
ahead.
confirmation, okay. So here, there's one setting called Internet Options, sir. In this, for our website, we go here and say custom level and invoke all the what are ActiveX controls. We invoke everything. Then only our website gets hosted. So maximum settings I made in this only.
Well, this whole panel was originated from Internet Explorer,
Yeah.
and the comparable, I believe there's a comparable way to do this in Edge and Chromium based servers where we can select a specific website and it
Yeah.
has much better granularity than what this settings does. So let's go back, and I did see that in my Edge the settings were the same. I'm looking over at my third computer once in a while to see if somebody's hit me up in orange, giving me the hopefully giving me the answer to where I'm trying to go. And it's possible that the thing that I'm thinking of is in Chrome and not in Edge, or it's buried somewhere else in Edge. So I'm going to come over here and open your Chrome.
Yes,
and
sir.
because I'm more often in Chrome, and let's see if I see more what I'm expecting to see. Yeah, privacy and security. See, that's what I was looking for. So in privacy and security, then we can go to site settings, and then we can select a specific site and provide specific permissions for the site. And there's a whole bunch of things here, particularly pop-ups and redirects, because you were clicking on a button and nothing was happening. You're expecting something to happen. So what I want to do is pop-ups and redirects for that site. Now, you don't care whether you do this in Edge or in Chrome, is that right?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yeah. So
All that we need is a printer receipt. That's all.
say that again slower.
All that I need is just printer reprint the receipt. That's all.
So if it's in Chrome, you're fine with that. So this is where I think we would go in Chrome to do it. I'm going to switch back to Edge, and there's search settings. So since I didn't see it the way that I was expecting it, what I want is this site permissions, I think is what this one's, site permissions. So I'll Alt Tab back over to Edge and try that. Site permissions. For results, all sites, view permanent sites you visited, recent activity, all permissions. Here's permissions. That looks good. Now then, pop-ups and redirects, blocked. Pop-ups and redirects are blocked. That doesn't sound good for this particular site. Now we want to allow pop-ups for this particular site. So I'm going to click Add, and then I'm going to paste that website. We don't need that entire URL because it's more than the site.
Okay.
So we'll come back here to get the .in because that's India, right?
Yes, sir.
So app.gov.in, the :85, that's a port number on that website that you're being directed to. So I'm just going to say for that site, I want to allow pop-ups and redirects. Let's see, let's come back here. Now I'm suspecting that we would probably have to log out and log in again, but let's try it without doing that. So I got my mouse pointed on the I'm going to turn off my CPU reading because it's getting in the way for us here.
Okay.
The people watching the video know what I was referring to. So I'm floating the mouse over the Edge icon so that I can see the pop-ups. And then here's the one that you were trying to click on for that. Was it the submit button?
Yes, sir.
All right, clicking submit, and no results. So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and sign out, completely exit from Edge.
Okay, relog in the page.
You have control.
Yeah, okay.
Aaron in the chat says it's under cookies and site permissions. That's where to find it in Edge. Okay, so I'm going to go back and look at that when we get back there so that I know the frontwards way to get it instead of having to search for it. We'll let Vitali go ahead and try testing this. Hello, Frankie B. Hi, Tony Wallow.
Sir, I didn't get you, sir.
Oh, I was talking to the chat room.
Okay.
People were saying hello in the chat room.
No, sir, it's not responding. It's the
Still
same
not
result.
responding. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's try it with Chrome then. Go ahead and sign out and close down Edge.
Try in Edge. Try in Chrome.
Yep, let's open Chrome. And hang on a second before you go there.
Yeah.
Let me have the controls. Okay,
Sure.
so then I'll go in and we'll go do that setting in Chrome because you've already tested Chrome and it doesn't work. So then we'll go to Site Settings and scroll down to Pop-ups and Redirects. And there's some other types of content that we might need to allow. So allow send pop-ups and redirects for these. And I don't think any of those are this particular site.
Already added, sir. Those things are already existing in that particular thing.
They were already existing?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, oh yes, it is there. But a specific port number.
Okay. You can add it, sir. You can add it, sir.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to put it in with the port number. I see you have all these others with a port number.
Yes, sir. By default, it is taking, sir.
Okay, when you go to, well, that's interesting. Well, okay, it's already in there with the port number, so we're adding it now without the port number. Let's see, it's is it the let's see, I'm going to pay attention this time. It is the Miseva. So it's this one is the one that I just added, and the 3-dot menu for that. We can block, edit, or remove. Right now it's being allowed because it's in this list, and the only thing we can do with edit is change the URL, so that doesn't do us any good. Okay, so then let's close and go back in. All right, go ahead into the site and try it. So Gary says he's on the website in Edge and it's working. Are you saying you're actually able to print a receipt for Vital's account? That would be really surprising. What is it that you're saying is working, Gary? Is it just that you can get into the website? I don't think you're signing in with his account. Going into reports, reprint receipt, and then Eastern Power Distribution Company. Select a payment that you've made and then click submit. Gary says
it's not accepting, sir.
Okay. So let me bring up Gary's comments on screen here. Whoops.
Actually, this is a special website where there is a public website also with the same name. They can create their own account and do it. Maybe he was trying through that and getting the solution.
Well, let's find out. He says he's on the website in Edge and it's working. He says, I can, yes, and he says, I am not. So I have to figure out what is he responding yes to and what he's responding I'm not to. Because he's responding, those are responses to specific things I said, and I don't know which things I said that he's responding to. Is he saying he can log in with your credentials on your and reprint your receipt? So he can and he is not. So I'm not understanding. Okay, so here's Debt Portal. Let's see. I'm going to try launching that. Okay, so this opens the website, but Vital's not having trouble opening the website. He's having trouble trying to print a receipt for something he purchased. So does this do us any good, Gary? Maybe you want to come into the Zoom session, Gary, and verbally explain what you're thinking if you think you have a solution for us. All right. So right now on this computer with Windows 11, you don't have any method of successfully clicking on the submit button. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the reason I ask that is because if I could actually see what happens after clicking submit, sometimes that'll give me a clue as to what we need to do. So you don't have, do you have another computer there that has Windows 10?
Yeah, I have, sir. I have a laptop with me with the Windows 10.
Okay, so we might do that. Gary has joined the Zoom session, so I'm going to bring him in and see if he can more directly tell us what his thoughts are.
Yes, sir.
And
should I on my Windows 10 computer, sir?
Pardon me?
Should I on my Windows 10 computer?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and work towards getting your Windows 10 computer up?
Okay.
And so, Gary, are you there?
Yes, give me 1 second.
All right.
Yes.
All right, I can hear you good.
I had to close this website. Hold on 1 second. Okay, what I thought you could try, and I've had good luck with it, but not great luck, is go into settings.
Yeah.
Go into default browser.
Let me get to that here. So I've got his computer on screen again. He's working to set up his other computer. Okay. So let's bring up the Edge.
Should I log in, sir?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's let Gary talk us through what he thinks the solution is. Vital, can you hear Gary?
Yeah, I could able to hear, sir.
Okay.
Very good evening, sir.
Continue, Gary.
Okay, you're at default browser.
Yeah.
Wait. No, well, I'm at Microsoft Edge in the ellipsis menu.
Okay, settings. Go down to settings.
Settings.
Okay, over on the left, you'll see default browser about halfway down.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Yeah.
Internet Explorer compatibility.
Yeah.
I have, and it works works reasonably well. Incompatible sites only. Allow sites to be reloaded Internet Explorer mode, default.
Allow sites to be reloaded Internet Explorer. Change that from allow to default.
Correct.
Okay.
And I've had luck with Internet Explorer mode pages as add.
Internet Explorer mode pages add.
Yes, right. Which is what it defaults to.
So go add the URL that we want?
If you're having that much problem, I just leave it there and it takes it automatically.
Oh, okay. Internet Explorer, okay. Mode pages, add. Well, the add button isn't a choice. The add button is to click on to actually add a page on this list.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, and it comes http://example.com.
Yeah, so there is already a listing in here for this page, but it's showing a subdomain that I don't think is what we're actually at.
I would not put. I think you were talking about having the port number on the pages.
Yeah.
I would not use the port number.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm kind of inclined to delete this one that's already listed in here. Are you seeing this on the YouTube video, Gary?
Yes.
Yeah, because this one, Central Eseva, is not part of the URL that we are at.
Having problems with.
Well, it does have the word Eseva, but after the port number. But in here, on this one that's been entered here, that Central Aceva is actually part of the, it's a subdomain. It's not after a port number. But that probably is defaulting to that port anyway. What port was it going to? Was it a default 8085? Yeah, it's easy enough to add back, so let's take it out.
And how did you do with the port? With the URL that I put on the chat site?
Well, it launched in my browser, but that wasn't significant to me at all because he doesn't have a problem getting to the website. The problem is with printing that invoice.
Right. I just wanted to know if it'd let you get the next step.
Yeah.
Because
were you suggesting that I use that URL on Vital's computer?
Yeah, to start with.
Oh, all right, and then maneuver down to where he needs to be.
Right. The reason I say that is he has 11, and I just sent you that from Edge 11.
Okay, got it. All right, let's go ahead and see if this solves the problem, and then we'll go try the URL that you sent. Agreed?
Yep. No, if you're talking to me.
Yeah, so now we got a restart button here, so we'll restart the browser and then have Vital try the operation.
Okay, so can I do it, sir? Can I log in?
Yep, go ahead.
This is not loaded in Internet Explorer mode. I want to close everything and just relog in.
Which machine is he on? Windows 10 or 11?
I'm using on Windows 11.
This is Windows 11. Just go ahead and close down all of them. Now it's not gonna default to Internet Explorer mode until it senses a need to, based upon these changes that Gary took us through. That's my understanding. Is that what you're understanding?
Yeah, exactly, sir.
All right.
I have to just load this in Internet Explorer mode.
Why do you have to do Internet Explorer mode here?
Because I'm not able to log in. I'm getting an error here. Enable ActiveX control reference object. That is because
stop right here. Let's talk about this with Gary first.
What is the error?
Okay, let's go back to that error, Vital.
Okay.
Go back to the point where right here. Please enable ActiveX controls reference error. ActiveX object is not defined. So because of this error, Vital is saying he needs Internet Explorer mode. This makes me wonder, is there some other way we can accommodate this need other than Internet Explorer mode?
Doesn't sound like an Internet Explorer problem, to be honest.
It doesn't. It sounds like an ActiveX controls, which ActiveX is not. I believe ActiveX has got to be available in Windows 11. So let me explore that a little bit. Did you just say it is, Gary?
Definitely.
Yeah. So let's go look for ActiveX. So that sounds like it should also be in permissions. And let's see. Aaron told me the forward way to go to get to that permissions. Where was it? Aaron's. It's under cookies and site permissions. Okay, over here. Site permissions. Okay, that makes sense. And then here's all permissions. So is there anything down here about ActiveX? Isn't that part of JavaScript?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Actually, I made all the settings in Internet options has been given, sir, in that option in the search menu. When I made all the settings and then I invoke this browser in Internet Explorer mode, automatically my website gets logged in because they have binded my Mac settings to this particular browser.
Okay. I understand that when you go into Internet Explorer mode, then you don't have that problem. But
yeah, exactly.
Could there be another solution?
Okay.
Is that the only solution? Is that's what I'm saying? Okay, so when I search settings for ActiveX, I'm coming up with nothing. See, we know already that when you do Internet Explorer mode, that doesn't solve all of your problems. So we're trying to find a way to solve other alternatives that you haven't gone down already.
Doug,
Yes.
did somebody tell him that he had to have Internet Explorer? Is he thinking that's what will work?
My understanding, Vital, is that you were not told by the website that you have to use Internet Explorer. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Basically, all multifunctions works only on Internet Explorer, and they have given us a MAC address. Through that, if we log in, we could able to pay the bills and all, but we are not able to access the other features like reprinting of receipt and everything.
The reason I ask is I've been viewing the source, and I'm not the best JavaScript, but I don't see anything that says it has to be Internet Explorer.
Yeah. Now, Vital, let me ask a very pointed question.
Yes, sir.
When you responded to my last question with yes, I'm not sure what that yes meant. Either yes, it's your assumption to use Internet Explorer, or that the website told you have to use it.
The website people has told me that if you want to access the reprint feature, you have to use only Internet Explorer.
Okay, so the website people have told you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was not what I was understanding with your earlier response. So thanks for clarifying that. So did the website people tell you that on screen? Is it actually published on their website, or did they tell you that through a help desk phone call, or how did they tell you that?
Actually, there is one site manager there. He manages everything on the machine. He has suggested me that if you want to access the reprint of receipt and other things, it works only on Internet Explorer. The other browsers are not so much friendly, so we are not able to help you in that matter, they told.
Okay. So, and that's under Windows 10. They probably aren't going to tell you anything about Windows 11 because they don't want to support Windows 11 yet. Is that right?
Actually, sir, actually they gave support only for Windows 7, but I myself configured everything in Windows 10. It's working very fine.
So they're only supporting Windows 7. All right.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah, that's government for you. I've got government here doing the same thing. I've got clients accessing government sites that they have to use Internet Explorer.
Well, I have that problem too, but we can do Windows 10.
Yeah, well, with Windows 10 we can do it, and Vitali can do it with Windows 10. He wants to do it with Windows 11. So we're out here on the cutting edge, unexplored territory as far as we know, and trying to find a solution.
How did he look on the default browser page? Or did you check?
How did he look on what?
The default browser page. Or did you do it on yours?
No, I did it on his.
Okay.
And you saw that on the video.
Yeah. Has he tried it since we did it, or since you did it?
Yes, and that's when he came up with this that error message. He couldn't even get as far as he was before because we changed it to not. He had it set so it would default every time to use Internet Explorer mode for any website, I think is what it was set.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, really.
Yeah, that's a high risk. So let's go back and look at that again. Vital, can you go back to that step where it gives you that error message?
Yes, sir. Sure. This is
right here. Oh, it's still open. So up here at the top, we see that the URL not secured, so it's not even HTTPS. It's HTTP 8085, and it's a login page. It's trying to bring up this login page, and it needs to enable ActiveX controls. So that indicates that page has ActiveX controls on it that Microsoft Edge is not allowing to be utilized since this is a non-secured page. That makes total sense to me. Microsoft Edge, it makes total sense that it would not allow ActiveX controls to be displayed on an HTTP site. So if we can tell Edge to allow this, so when I click on this not secure here and come down to pop-ups and redirects, There's an option here for allow permissions for this site. This is implying to me that it's already allowing, and it's got that arrow to take me into here. I didn't want to go in there yet. Do we still have that window here somewheres? Yeah. Alt tab and Shift Alt tab to get back to it from here. So click up here on not secure. It gives me this drop down. Your connection to this site isn't secure. Don't enter sensitive information, for example, yada yada. Pops up and redirects. Tracking prevention for this site, balanced trackers. So there's nothing in here that speaks about ActiveX, but this takes us straight to the permissions for this site. Allow. That's not taking me right there anymore. All right, so let's go back over here. It's right over here anyway. So here's, for this site, reset permissions. So do we get anything down here regarding ActiveX? Now these are set, allow. This one's set for block, ads. Let's allow, because whatever's trying to come up might be interpreted by Edge as an ad. I don't think so, but so here's automatic downloads, ask, serial ports, file editing. Insecure content is blocked. Let's allow that, because HTTP is insecure. That's exactly what we're trying to access. So we're going to have to allow it for this website, and it did populate the actual port number. We'll accept that. Is there any kind of a save or commit or submit button? Doesn't look like it. So it looks like that's all there is to that. I'll close this. Close this. Yeah, I would expect we'd have to exit and come back in, but we'll take a look here. We'll refresh this page, see if we get anything different. Enable ActiveX. So we never did see ActiveX. If somebody in chat's willing to go do a little research, do a Google search, how to activate ActiveX controls, Windows 11, Edge, insecure site. All right, and we'll go ahead and try that again. If we don't get somewhere with this, then we'll try the URL that Gary put into chat. Go ahead and try it, Vital.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, so same error I'm getting, sir.
Same error. All right. Now, let me go grab the URL that Gary gave us. We'll see.
At least see how far it gets you.
Yeah.
They may have put something on that one page that's, you know.
Well, what we're seeing so far at that level anyway is that Edge is objecting to ActiveX on an insecure site. Now, another piece that we can do is go ahead back into Internet Explorer mode as default, and then go back up to the point where Vital has already been able to get to, and see if we can solve the problem at that level. If we can get the problem solved at that level, then we could back out and try to do it at a more wise location, instead of having the whole thing opened to Internet Explorer mode.
I have to be a smart, you know what? Gee, security, what a concept on Windows 11.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Am I even on the right? 4:17 p.m. This must be a chat from a different day that I still had open.
Here.
Yeah, here on the Edge site. Okay, so here's the URL you gave us. So then I'll copy that link address and bring it over to Vital's computer and paste that. Oh, login for, well, maybe. Leave YouTube. Yeah, because that, Gary, can you send that URL to me in an email?
Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Yeah, I think. I mean, I can do it. I
Oh
just
no,
had it.
we got to it. We got to it. You're right.
Okay. I mean, I still had it. It's no problem.
Sir,
Vital?
this is sir, this is our public portal, sir. This is not our portal. This public portal is for general public.
Okay.
We have a specific login ID. Using that only we have to work. This is a public portal where we can create our own login ID and access some services.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
in our
why not-
Understood. You've made your point.
Okay, how about sending me your
Oh yeah, send you the URL that we're trying to use. All right.
yeah. As a matter of fact, send me the whole thing and just don't put his password in it.
You want to try my username and password here?
No. I don't want your.
Oh well,
Just send me the URL.
No, he was offering to put it in himself to see what had happened. I actually
Not the URL. Just get.
okay. I kind
I
of
want
like
to get
this.
to where they ask the URL. Excuse me. I will get up to where they ask for the password, and it should be fine at that point. And then password should bound out. You guys can deal with that.
Okay, understood. You made your point. So,
Yeah.
but Vital, I'd like you to go ahead and try your username and password there. We're expecting it to not work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Problem with resource. So it doesn't even give a very user-friendly. It doesn't say user account doesn't exist.
Okay, send me that URL as it is.
Well, that's not quite the one you want. You want the one that he's trying to get to. Was it
Okay,
this?
well-
Is it this one here, Vital?
Yeah, exactly, sir. That's the one.
Okay, this is the one you want. And this gets to the username and password. So Gary's not going to be able to sign in. So is this what you want, Gary?
Yeah.
All right.
If I get up to where he's bombing, we can deal with password later.
Yeah. Okay. So
Because he's having an error right there. I just want to see the error.
well, you're not going to be able to get to the place where he's having the trouble because that's after he's logged in.
Well, okay, let's see where I get, and
right.
I'll see.
All right.
I'm gonna look at the code.
All right. So I'm going to send that to you by email so that
That's what I was gonna ask.
YouTube doesn't mess with it.
Exactly. So much fun.
Yeah. Well, that's why we do these things.
I hope I'm not troubling you, na, sir.
Say again, Vital.
No, I'm not troubling you now for these issues.
Oh no. We're having fun.
Exactly.
Oh no, yeah, we're having fun. Don't go down that road of thinking you're troubling us.
I worked 3 days, sleepless nights, working all these things, and finally I came to conclusion. I take a print screen and then printing it. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I enjoy the simple, easy solutions, and I enjoy the hard ones. So we're fine. Okay. So now we tried the URL that Gary provided. Doesn't take us to the right place. So Gary, while you're experimenting with that, Vital and I are going to go on trying something else. So we're going to go back and reset this to do in Internet Explorer mode all the time, so we can get past that place. And
to see if it works. Yeah.
yeah, so I think was it default browser mode, and then we change to always for Internet Explorer, open sites in Microsoft Edge. And then allow sites to be reloaded in Internet Explorer mode. Vital, do you remember if this was set to default or
Allow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
And restart the browser.
And restart.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go back and focus on just that reprinting
bet they're
button,
doing
see if we can
that.
solve that there. Now, do we...
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go back to here. Go ahead and try that, Vital. We did that reset button.
Okay. Still, it is not loaded in Internet Explorer mode. So that's why we are getting
so
this
exit
error.
out and try to get that.
I'll log off and I'll just close the browser and open it again.
All right.
Yeah.
home.
So when it opens in Internet Explorer mode, you should see it on your, right when it opens,
I
right?
have put a button here where by default it shows the Internet Explorer mode.
All
So
right.
now it works. It works fine. Perfect. Yeah, it's working.
We'll get it. Show me this. Okay, check your connection.
Okay, Gary, could you mute yourself until you have something to say? Because I know you need to talk to yourself to get through that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start. No problem. I'm just about done. It told me that it was invalid URL.
Well, you're probably not authorized. You may not be authorized to get to it outside of India.
I was thinking that because I do that at work.
Yeah.
I mean, I got almost a dozen countries. Just you don't need to be on our website.
Yeah, because it's an Indian government website. Let's see. I'm gonna bring up some chat room stuff here because it looks like we got some stuff in Ashish. If you're, it would be helpful if you can hit me up in orange when you want to bring something to my attention because I can't read everything that's in chat, and it looks like you have some useful things to say there. And if you don't know how to bring me up in orange, you just do the @ sign and then LI, and that should pop up my name here, and click on that, and that'll make it show up in orange on my screen, not on your screen. So let's go find what that was. Reverse gravity, hello. And then Ashish, ActiveX is not supported by Edge browser. Okay, did not know that. Ashish, this is an Indian government website, and they use ActiveX controls such as Java Silverlight, etc., which that confirms that what I thought is ActiveX is a Java, connected to Java somehow. And they only work Internet Explorer. It's too outdated. Then let's see, when I said I thought I knew the outcome earlier, I thought he was going to try to install Explorer 11. I tried to install it, and the dev version would not install. Yeah, not trying to install IE 11. This is the only way you can use such old websites. In the past, I've used an extension in Chrome called IE tab. Always worked for me. And that was, it's interesting, in the past, that I would assume that was with Windows 10. Now, actually, Vitali, you were able to get this to work in Windows 10.
Yeah, in Internet Explorer 11.
Yeah. Okay, but this, Aaron, this is Aaron, not Ashish. Aaron using an extension in Chrome called IE tab, and that would have been in Windows 10. Ashish is
I tried that also, sir. There is something called in Google Chrome. There is an option called IE tab and plugin. If you use that, it works. It behaves like an Internet Explorer. But some features, it's $19 worth. We have to purchase some features. Only base features they have given. In that, they have given some compatibility issues and everything are there in that. Can I show you that in my system?
Yeah, hang on just a second. Let me catch up here.
Okay, fine.
It's better to keep Edge for this work purpose and use Chrome FF for personal stuff. It's better to keep Edge for this work purpose and use Chrome or Firefox for usual personal stuff. Okay. She's sorry, I'm not aware, but I did not think of that. LOL. Referring to something I said earlier. I'm not sure what. Oh, the orange. Someone said try an extension in Chrome called IE tab. Right. Okay, I'm coming back, Vitali, to your computer, and you said you're going to show us about that.
Yeah. See, sir, this is my Chrome browser.
Okay.
And then coming on to the settings, there's something called extensions.
Yes.
This is where I have loaded this, sir. If you click on the details, you'll get all the options here. But some things are payable. It's a paid service.
So some things are disabled unless you pay for it.
Yeah, license you have to purchase for it.
Okay.
But I'm not able to try here. You can see on the first option description he has given here.
Display web pages using IE within Chrome. Use Java, Silverlight, ActiveX, SharePoint, and more. Okay, let me do that again. Display web pages using Internet Explorer within Chrome. Use Java, Silverlight, ActiveX, SharePoint, and more. So that sure sounds promising.
It's like the same features we have now in compatibility mode in Edge, sir. Like that only it behaves exactly, but with some more additional options. That's all.
Okay, so can you slow down a little bit? In
Sorry.
your speech.
Sorry, sir. Actually, it is like the same option we have in Microsoft Edge, like in compatibility in Explorer compatibility mode.
Right.
It functions like that same, but with some more 2 or 3 additional features.
Okay, so when you used this, were you able to print the receipt? Yes or no?
No, sir. I failed.
Okay, but if you were to pay for this product, it enables more features that possibly that would work. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Okay.
I just show you some things here.
Go ahead.
Open specific site, something at a something like this I added.
All right.
And the previous things, when I click it, it is some message. Yeah, like this it comes.
Give me a minute to understand what's going here before you bounce the screen up and down, because I can't.
Sorry.
Absorb it when you're doing that. Can you help IE tab? Okay, licensing not licensed, options, enable general pop-ups tab. So now I'm scrolling down. Display. So these are all check boxes, and then are those? Is this somehow wanting you to pay for it? I'm not seeing that yet. IE compatibility mode. All right. So coming back.
Not exactly in this, but some other options which we need actually for executing this task. See, like this.
Oh, okay. So when you click on one of those check boxes, this
Yeah.
feature only available to users with IE tab license. If you already purchased a license, you can enter that. You can learn more about it, purchase from our website, go directly to our pricing page.
You can click that one, sir. You'll see some more options. What options he's offering us, everything he has given.
Lifetime license per user, one user, your discount, lifetime license. So it's $19 lifetime license?
Yes, sir.
That sounds,
These are the features.
If it works, if it solves the problem.
Yes, sir.
In my mind, that's pretty reasonable. But $19, is that US dollars?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So $19 to me is probably less money than $19 to you in India, because I think
approximately 1,500 rupees in India, sir.
1,500 rupees, yeah. But do you consider $19 an affordable price if this solves your problem?
Yeah, I can afford, no problem. But the only thing is, he has given license features. But will this be compatible or not? I don't know. I have to experiment with $19. Then
yeah, to pay the $19 and not know if that's going to solve your problem. That's you're reluctant to do that. I understand. And they don't appear to have a trial mode.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is an option. I'm not ready to pursue that. Now, Ashish in the chat made a comment up there about, ActiveX not supported by Edge browser. Well, is that natively? Is there something we can do to allow it for a particular website? So that's too brief of a comment. I mean, a person could say that you can't install Windows 11 on a computer that doesn't have TPM 2.0. We know now there's ways to get around that. So I don't know where that statement's coming from, and if we can get around that. Gary, are you finding something worth commenting about?
No. Well, first part, they won't let me in because it actually asks for India. Or it goes, and I use the same thing, it's knocking me out for the DNS.
Okay. Well, then let
Which is
me
good.
let me get to the next. Let me get to the next part of my plan. Then is to see what happens at that point in the process on Vital's Windows 10 computer. Now, before we go do that, Vital, let's see if we have got you back to the point you were when we started this, meaning getting up to the point where you ask for that receipt. Let's see, is this it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead to the next steps to get to that point where you're trying to print the receipt? See if
Yes,
we've
sir.
got everything back to that level. Reprint receipt. Hang on just a second, Gary. Let me follow what he's doing.
No problem. You're right.
Get details. And then here's the listing of receipts and submit. And this is where just nothing happens. Now, your current security settings put your computer at risk. There's fixed settings for me. I don't want to do that because we don't know what it's going to do. But I want to go into this settings button. I'm not sure at what point that appeared. That's clearly an Internet Explorer style.
That is also not opening, sir. I tried that
It's not
settings.
open. All right.
Yeah.
It won't open. Now, does it come up with that submit button? No, it doesn't. I'm not going to worry about that part too much right now. So, do you have your Windows 10 computer ready?
Yeah, sir. I'm ready with it.
Okay. Then go to the website logmein123.com.
Yeah. Sir, one thing with my Windows 10 here, which I'm about to connect to you, I have no future to connect Mi Seva portal here because it is only fixed to one system.
Okay, slower.
Sorry. The one system which you are accessing has the only ability to connect my website because they have Mac binded my system. I cannot log in into in my laptop because I have to change the Mac. I have to clone the Mac addresses and then try in this again.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's bound to your Mac address. Gary, that's a reason. That website's actually bound to his Mac address.
That's the reason I used Wi-Fi and Ethernet parallelly because both addresses are binded in the website vendor has binded my both MAC addresses.
I have never heard of that.
Is it bound to the MAC address of the network adapter on your computer or the MAC address of your Wi-Fi router?
Both, sir. Both has been binded. I'll show you. Can I show you?
Let's. Do we get to your Windows 10 computer to show me, or you're going to show me on the Windows 11?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you on Windows 11. Just a second.
All right.
Just closing this page, sir. I'm just relogging in so that I can give a clarity of what I'm trying to tell you. When I click this operator login, see, I get a message like this.
All right. When you're going to click on something, you need to explain what you're clicking on before you do it because we can't move our eyes to where you're at.
Sorry, I just click on the operator login.
Operator login on the right side. Okay.
Yeah. Once I click on this, I'll get the message from website.
Oh, this is the MAC address.
MAC address of both my Ethernet adapter and as well as my Wi-Fi adapter.
I noticed this earlier and I wondered, what is that? Let's look at that. It has an exclamation mark. It's not an error message. It says hi, and it gives the MAC address. Now, that's the MAC address of your router and your Wi-Fi adapter. There's two MAC addresses there.
One is my Ethernet port. Another one is my Wi-Fi.
I think one is a DNS address or DNS.
No, sir. It's completely my MAC address of the adapters. Can I show you once with your permission?
Are you going to show us the MAC address on the computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, here we go. Actually display the MAC address and we'll see that that's what it is.
This CB something, right, sir?
Yeah.
Two addresses are there.
Now you're bouncing around too much. You're just saying something.
Sorry.
You're assuming we got instant recognition.
Sorry. Sorry.
Let me have the mouse for a minute.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You can operate it, sir.
All right. So I'm going to move this to where we can see both of these. So up here we have A4BB. So is that in here? No.
This,
Oh, here it is. C8.
yeah, C8,
B2
B2.
9B0E34B8. That's this part right here.
Yeah, that
So
is my
that is-
Ethernet Wi-Fi.
That's for your Wi-Fi. Now, if we scroll
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
we'll find your Ethernet adapter.
Yes, sir. This one.
This one right here.
No, can you kindly scroll top, sir? Because both I have put in internet mode. Yeah, little bit
Oh,
more.
okay. That's the second one.
Yeah,
All right.
little bit. Yeah. A4, B6, you find it. BB.
A4, BB, CD. Okay, so that's the MAC address for the Ethernet
Yeah.
adapter. So your credentials are binded both to both of those. Now, if you try to log in with your credentials from another computer,
It will say that these are not matching.
not matching. So it's not going to say hi and show you the MAC of that
No,
other
it
computer. It's
says,
just going to refuse you.
It says invalid MAC addresses. The reason they have put, I already asked them. They said if they don't use this, any person can log in from anywhere and access the portal. To provide little bit security, they have done like this.
Any person such as Gary.
No, sorry, not like that. In India, you know,
Yeah,
right?
we gotta ward off those people like Gary. Gary, am I abusing you?
No, I mean, I've never heard of, I mean, I know what a MAC address is, but I've never heard of it, you know, being part of security.
Yeah. Well, hey, bravo. Well, now wait a minute. Do we say bravo to this government site for implementing security at the same time that we're criticizing them for requiring Internet Explorer or actually not providing? I mean, it's an HTTP website.
Well, actually, I'm betting it's looking for Internet Explorer, which they can do in the code.
Say again?
In the code, you can look for Internet Explorer, and if you don't get it, bomb you right out of there. And that's what I bet they're doing.
If they're actually requiring it, I mean, if they're requiring it at that level, I mean, he can log into the site and he can maneuver around through a lot of stuff. The only thing he can't do is print a receipt. I'm hard pressed to imagine that they're going to design their website saying that if you're not using Internet Explorer, we'll let you do everything else, but we're not going to let you print a receipt.
Well, not how important, but how, I mean, is this something like your payroll that you want to get, or is this something like his lawn maintenance?
But no, Vital, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is printing receipt for your personal expenses that you've paid to the government.
Exactly.
So this is not a mission critical thing. This is not a job critical thing. This is something.
No, I meant as you wouldn't let me get on a site and see your paycheck for the week, let's say.
Yeah.
But if I went and saw the gas you spent on a plane, you really wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. He may be getting, which is fine, but what happened? He may be, you know, I can see them putting more security if it's something like, quote, your payroll. Where if it's,
but
you know,
this is actually telling us it's an ActiveX problem.
Exactly.
So we know that Edge is, well, we know, I'm saying that only because Ashish has said it here, that Edge does not support ActiveX at all. And I don't mean any disrespect, Ashish, but I don't know you, and I don't know if this was just a high level feature of Edge, or if there's any way to get around it. Now, okay, so we haven't asked Google yet. We could keep exploring around without asking Google, but we do have a pretty specific question. And I'd asked earlier, hinted for somebody to do that search, but let's just go ahead and search it here, because that's quicker than the other things we're talking to experiment about. And I think I've discarded the idea of using Vital's Windows 10 computer, because he can't get to that. He can't log into the site anyway.
Did it ever work for him? His Windows 10 computer?
Oh, yes. He had no problem with Windows 10 with doing this, using the Internet Explorer on Windows 10. Now, Vitali, you were actually launching Internet Explorer. You weren't doing this in using Edge in Internet Explorer mode, correct?
Yeah, sir.
Am I
Sir,
correct?
I didn't get your question clarity. Can you please help me out once again?
Yeah, what my question is, when you were using this website on Windows 10,
Yeah.
were you actually launching Internet Explorer?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
launching Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Yes,
Directly. Okay.
correctly. And to print the receipt, I used to add this in compatibility view settings. This particular website link, ap.
Okay, even with Internet Explorer, you had to use compatibility view settings.
For reprinting the receipt. Only
For-
for reprinting
only
receipt.
for
Other things are
reprinting
all working
receipt.
fine.
I got a muffling.
Doug?
Yes.
I just tried something that I have never tried before. You don't want to know. Are you on his computer or on yours, or where are we at?
I'm on his computer.
Okay. It worked, but let's see what happened. I mean, it worked on mine. It did not work anywhere else. Okay, go to Windows Explorer, please.
Windows Explorer. You mean File Explorer?
Okay, yes.
Okay, just it's fair to use the either word.
Yep.
Um,
Go to Program Files.
see, am I showing this right? Yeah. Expand the C drive and then Program Files, not Program Files 86.
Correct.
Okay.
And do you see Internet Explorer down there?
Yes,
Obviously.
I do.
How about going into there and
Oh,
one
wait,
three
wait,
button.
wait. Just Windows key, I explore.
Edge will open, sir.
It will open.
It will open Microsoft Edge because they are integrated.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have read an article. It is stating that even if you try Internet Explorer, the name is there, but actually it opens only Microsoft Edge. That's what they stated.
Yeah, this is Edge.
We'll see what it thinks, because it may think and let you through. I mean, it's worth a shot.
Meaning try going to the website.
Right. I mean, if it doesn't work, it quote doesn't work.
Yeah, I want to explore a little bit more here. I'm going to right click on this.
Sure.
We can run as administrator. We can look at properties, more options. Is that on that menu? Yeah, it is on that menu.
No, sir. If you click that older version of menu will be displayed. Like copy, paste, cut, paste, everything will be there in that. Yeah, it's the older version of menu.
Did he try that?
It sounds to me like he has tried quite a lot of things. This has nothing really.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I thought maybe the name is what they're looking at. I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, I'm thinking of going back to Windows 10 for him, or at least for this one.
Well, actually, my thought is use a different computer. I mean, he's not a one computer person, I don't think.
No, that's what I meant. In other words, grab the other computer.
Yeah.
Windows 10 and.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm deducing that this is his primary computer, and he'd like to do it on this computer, and so he's already kind of hinted at it. He's starting to feel a little self-conscious about the amount of effort we're willing to put in this, but maybe he doesn't quite yet believe that this is fun to us.
I totally agree. I have no problem with it.
And perhaps if we find a solution, then I got a new Windows tips video, or Windows 11.
Well, you might have one on the opposite.
Yeah.
There's no way to do it.
Okay, so I launched this Vital from the Internet Explorer. I suspect you've already tried this, but go ahead and show us.
Should I log in, sir?
Yep.
Same error is coming, sir. Enable ActiveX reference control.
So that isn't even recognizing the modifications we've made to Edge. This is launching Edge in a even less capable mode. Now let me ask you another question. You did operator login. Why do you
Yes,
not
sir.
log in up here?
That is exclusively meant for our administrator login. If we use that, we are not able to sign in. There
All
is a
right.
separate login. Those are
All right.
separate credentials for logging into the
Has
website.
separate credentials. You
Yeah.
use operator login.
Yeah. We have one more facility they have given here. This is called VMC new login. This we
Okay.
can log in using our MAC address. I'll just log in and I'll show you. 1 second. I'll just minimize once. And then here I have given the credentials. Copy the MAC address. We have one more option like this to log in.
Yeah,
With this,
but
I could able to access. With that MAC address, we could able to log in. Should I
okay.
log in?
Yeah. But you have to be using the MAC address that's already registered.
That is what
us.
I'm using in Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. I'm not
Yeah.
able to access through our local credentials. Only through MAC address I'm able to log in.
All right.
Because in our website we have given an wallet that we can top up using this MAC address in a secured fashion and put the money into that account, and so that we can pay the utility bills.
Okay.
So this
So
page
it's
is not getting
utility
loaded.
bills.
Yeah.
Government.
It's a little bit slow. It's not able to go further. I'll try once again, log in and try. Can I close this page?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You probably should completely close Edge. Close all the Edge stuff, because that when we launched it with Internet Explorer, I'm not sure that we got completely clean.
So I'll close everything and try to log in once again.
Yeah. You can right click on the Edge icon to close all.
Okay.
Close all windows. Quicker way to do it. Yeah.
This window is not getting closed, sir. Okay. Still, it's not getting logged in, sir, in this.
Oh, is there something that we didn't reset back to? You're in Internet Explorer mode. Most pages work better in Edge. Leave more. We'll close that. All right. So close this. Well, wait a minute. That showed your name. I mean, I was a little bit distracted during all of that, frankly. So I'm going to ask you to have you do that again. Let's minimize this, and then let's just close all browsers. Oh, that was my Google search. Well, I did my Google search and didn't look at it. No, Microsoft Edge doesn't support ActiveX. If you're running web apps that use ActiveX controls or legacy documents on Internet Explorer 11, you can configure the run on IE mode on the new Edge. And that's from Microsoft. Domain-based support ActiveX controls or browser helper objects like Silverlight or Java. No. However, if you're running web apps that use ActiveX controls, browser helper objects, or legacy document modes, Windows 11, Internet Explorer 11, you can configure them to run IE mode on new Microsoft Edge, which we've already seen that doesn't work. That doesn't solve this problem. Okay. Then, well, that's Microsoft's answer. Did we get anything else? How to enable, disable ActiveX filtering Windows 10. Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, and Windows 11. Dig down on the Edge browser settings, enable the option. Done that. Any trick to get Internet Explorer 11 mode support. Windows 11 preview mode, then you'll need the Edge. This is super user. I don't hold a lot of hope for the way that I'm going, but when you get to the level that we're working at, you start grasping at straws and sometimes come out with a miracle. My research resulted there was supposed to be IE11 support. Yeah, completely understand dev release. This isn't feeling promising. I was able to get IE11 mode and ActiveX working on Windows 11 preview build by using a test page. I'm not affiliated with the publisher of the page or wherever it's security. Use at your own discretion. If you have your own page, then use that. Floating the mouse over that to see what the URL is in the bottom right corner. It's from .org.au. Is that Australia?
Yes. Are you looking under super user? The website?
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
superuser.com.
Yes, that's Australia.
Yeah. So that test page that they've identified there, test ActiveX.asp. So I think what this person is implying that they use that page to verify that an ActiveX control they were able to get it working. But that's just how they tested it. They're not saying here how they did it. This is from who's making this comment? 3 answers. This was an answer. I don't see that identified as a username or person. Questions public. This is June 29th. Test ActiveX. That's the URL. Test active page. As far as a forum goes, it feels a little uncomfortable because there's not even usernames or handles. And I certainly don't know the website. Still Stack Exchange, I recognize that more. Not sure if that gives any credibility. All right, so at one point I was saying that we want to try it on Windows 10, but that's out. So this is about seeing utility bills. Vitali, give me a description of why this is useful to you to be able to do that on this computer that you use in your work environment where you teach students. You obviously have a Windows 10 computer at hand. I'm not totally ready to give it up, but I'd like a little more motivation. Why do you want to do it on this computer?
The reason is this what I call is for multi-purpose. I use this computer, sir, for government services as well as for printing as well as teaching. So if too many computers on my table, so I thought I can work on one computer. So for that reason, I have chosen this.
Okay, so it's just you've got your workspace there. You've got this computer. The Windows 10 computers are just sitting off to the side and never used or needed. Unless if you had to go to it for this purpose, then it is there for that. But you'd rather do it on this computer. So we're one of the options. Can you turn your camera on for a little bit so we can have a face to face?
Sure. 1 second. Okay. Am I visible? 1 second. Am I visible now?
Yeah, I see you. Whoops, I did. Now you're gone.
1
Oh,
second, sir.
let's see. Yeah, you've got. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're okay showing the whole screen on your computer now because your computer's not going out over the YouTube. But I just thought we'd have a conversation. What you lost your camera again?
1 second. I'm doing it, sir.
All
Start video. Okay.
It's just easier to have a face. Oh, gee, it's like every time you sit back in your chair, it goes off. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if it holds this time. It's holding. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So one of the possibilities that could work out here is that when we might finish this live stream without finding a solution, but in the comments on the videos, somebody else may get attracted to this video because I'll put information in the description and probably fuss with the title a little bit.
Okay.
Trying
I'm
to,
coming back, sir. Yeah.
all right. Trying to better describe this in such a way that it hopefully will attract people who are interested in this subject. And if somebody somewhere down the line figures out a solution to this, then we could get that solution passed on to you by virtue of the comments on the video. And then if they do come up with a solution, I'll certainly make a video about it. Now,
Sure.
Microsoft with Windows 11 is currently discovering all the problems because now so many more people have it, and they're probably going to be discovering how many people actually need to access government websites that just won't come into the current year and fix their websites. Because I've got a few clients that have to access government websites that require Internet Explorer. And eventually those websites have to fix their issues, or Microsoft's going to give us some way to get around it, or some other third party is going to come up with a way, some kind of an extension or thing that you can add to your computer. Now, I hope it comes from Microsoft because I do not trust the third-party extensions. Microsoft is targeted all the time by bounty hunters who are trying to hack into their systems and find flaws and then notify Microsoft of those flaws, and they get paid for discovering those flaws. But these extensions that you can get, I don't think they are paying the hackers to try to, find if there's security flaws in their extensions so that they can be fixed. And even if they do, these extensions sometimes are made by a single individual or a small group of people that move on to something else, and they're not going to fix it. So if you add these extensions, then the actual evildoers out there know the flaws and know how to get through them. There's zero-day exploits where the manufacturer doesn't even know about the flaw. The real evil guys out there do know it, and they could perhaps do some kind of a port scan to find out what computers out there have this flaw, and then attack your computer in whatever way that flaw gives them the ability to do. So I really resist using extensions, especially if they're from unknown parties, extensions or other software. But that's one thing I want to get out on the table. If we don't find a solution during this live stream, it may still come by virtue of doing this video. So fingers crossed. Or the other option is that Microsoft winds up giving us some way to do it. Holding our breath for the government entities to fix their websites? No.
Difficult.
Am I getting a chuckle from you, Gary, on that too?
Yeah, HUD.
Yeah. Because they just
HUD. I deal with HUD also.
Say again?
On a personal level, I deal with HUD also.
Yeah.
So I have some rental property too.
Yeah, they just can't turn their budget money.
Yeah.
They're not
Exactly.
going to turn their budget money towards doing that. And it's not...
Most of our people use Windows XP, sir, for this reason. They're still running XPs.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, do we have any other options on our plate that we have not explored You know what? I realize I haven't looked at chat for a long time. Nope, nothing else in orange. Not much. Someone sent extension. Okay, we did the IE tab. And then Greg Guy. Hello, Greg. Hello, Doug, and all in chat viewing from St. Mary's County, Maryland, U.S. Navy retired. Again, thank you for your service, Greg. You've tried other browsers. How about like the real off-brand browsers, Opera, and let's see, what's another off-brand browser?
Firefox.
Firefox he's already tried. So he's done
Okay.
Firefox, Chrome, and Edge. Opera. And there's one other that really is on the edge of my mind. I can't think of it.
There's one that I've seen, but I've never used. It's by the people who do CC Cleaner or C Cleaner.
Yeah, C browser. I saw somebody mention that on somewhere recently.
I have no clue.
I'm not a fan of C Cleaner products. I don't feel comfortable with it because they just seem to clutter up computers so much. And that's that may be unfair. Because the places I've come across it is where client computers and business offices, somebody installs it and then does not actually manage it or work it. And it just kind of sits there idle, taking up resources. I'm trying to think of the other one besides Opera. So anyway, Vital, the only ones you've tried is Firefox, Chrome, and Edge, right?
Yeah. We tried the 3 browsers.
Okay.
The reason I'm choosing this option for reprinting, I'll tell you, sir. Our websites, when we are logging in, when receipt option comes, suddenly the site gets failed, 404 error. Again, we have to log in and reprint the invoice to give to the customer. So if something happens like that, I may not able to give them the receipt. For that reason only, I'm putting energy. So this is the problem. For this reason
I'm
only,
squinting a little bit because I had a trouble catching a few of those words.
Okay, I'll rephrase it again.
Okay.
The reason
slower.
I have chosen the reprint receipt is sometimes when we print the invoice, suddenly the page gets crashed, and again we have to log in and reprint the receipt. For that reason only, I'm looking for this option. Otherwise, I'm comfortable in doing with whatever I'm doing now. So at times I get this problem when I log in and pay the bill, and the invoice displays. Suddenly, what happens? The page gets hanged and it won't go to the printer. So again, we have to log in and then print the receipt and hand out to the customer. So I'm worried about here in this place. If we don't give the invoice, they feel that we have looted the money, like that they feel and shout at us. So that is the only worry I have with me with that option.
Did I understand you to say, you know, when you first pay the bill and print the receipt, sometimes it messes up, so then you have to go to reprint and then hand the bill to the customer. So are you processing people's payments for other than yourself?
Yeah. This is the main service is other people's money only.
Oh, that's a service that you provide to people. So this is not something you want to do once a month. This is a daily thing.
Daily 250 to 300 bills I pay, sir.
Well, that adds to my question. Why is this important to you? You didn't tell me about that. I was thinking you pay your utility bill once a month.
No.
Why
no,
would you?
Every day 250 bills I pay, sir. Every day 250 bills I'll pay.
250 bills. Oh, well,
yes.
That kind of changes the picture a bit. Now, let me. So, when you pay a bill, or when you're entering the bill payment for a customer, does the website send an email to them with a copy of the bill? No
option like that. Only one option is there. It takes 24 to 48 hours to reprint the bill on the main electricity website. So I have to go there and print after 2 days.
All right, can we try? Is it okay with you if we try Opera? The browser Opera?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Should I download the Opera browser?
Yeah, I'm going to switch back to your computer here. We'll minimize your Zoom window.
Yeah.
And let's see, I am on your computer, right? And we are on what? Google Chrome right now. That's fine. I'll just go to a new tab and just type Opera and press enter. That's going to should do a Google search. Yeah, because we're in Chrome. So it's opera.com. That's an advertisement. Somehow I just don't like clicking on the one that says advertisement. I suppose if I do click on that, Google probably gets a piece of money for it. Then there's a download now. I want to look around a little bit before clicking on a download button that just jumps out at me, because sometimes those are misleading. There's another download button, and basically what this all tells is stuff about it. Scrolling down, so that gives me an idea. I'm going to scroll back up to the top, and I'm going to press Control F for find, and in the find window I'm going to type ActiveX and see what it says about ActiveX. The word active does not appear on this home page at all, so it doesn't tell us what it does with ActiveX controls. So all right, download now. This might be your best decision this year. Wait for your download to finish. It's downloading down the bottom left corner.
I have one for you, Doug.
Yeah.
Now, I know nothing about it. How about Safari for Mac? I mean, they do have a version for, PC. But the reason go ahead.
Safari for PC is what you mean.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you it came from Mac, which you probably already know.
Yeah, it's for Mac and it's for Apple devices. But yeah, totally possibility.
The reason I was thinking is that might be their way to get Azure IE compatibility.
And with Safari?
Yeah, because that would be,
Clicking
if you use Safari for a Mac, how are you going to get any kind of IE compatibility?
Okay, so you're implying that Safari must have some Internet Explorer compatibility built into it?
Just thinking.
Possible.
Never used it.
Yeah, well, I have this Mac over here, of course, but I can't even if Vitali gave me his credentials, that wouldn't do any good, because it's the MAC address thing that's the kicker, which is a fascinating security, because even if somebody were to discover Vitali's username and password, they wouldn't.
Basically, here in our place, the internet service providers also use the same technique. They want to give internet access only to the one system. So they use this MAC binding and they're connected to only one system.
So if somebody else connects their computer to your network in your building there, they won't be able to get internet?
Yeah, it's like this, sir. Suppose I have 10 systems. Generally, I take one internet connection and put to the switch. Automatically, all 10 will come. So they want to restrict that and allow access only to one computer. So that they don't access another 10 computers. To do that, they use this MAC binding technique.
Wow. So if you want to use another computer, you have to pay more?
Yeah, I took like that 5 connections to all the 5 individual systems.
Oh,
so
boy.
Later on, I used a technique. I'll share with you. So what I did is there is something called USB Ethernet connector.
Sure.
And I configured that MAC address, and whenever I want to another computer, I used to connect to that and access internet using that.
Connect
like
that USB Ethernet to another computer,
yes.
And then it'll work. I like it. I like it.
You had that guy the other day that had the USB Ethernet adapter.
Yeah, I remember we did that recently for somebody. At the moment, I'm not remembering who.
I don't either. But the point being is that gave him 2 MAC addresses.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's get to downloads, because I lost that download. Here's Opera setup. So launching that.
I mean, my job depends on it, but I've never heard of MAC addresses being launched.
Yeah, well, hey, you've never heard of them charging for an additional computer in your internet connection. In America, you buy an internet service and you can connect as many computers as you want on that connection.
Because I teach on computers with different internet connections to enable them the concepts, different concepts on Microsoft technologies.
Yeah.
So I have to take 2-3 connections and show them the concepts. They do on show me again back. So I
Alright.
found this technique, take 2 connections and manage with that. Like that, I made my own solution there.
So how many connections do you pay for?
I pay for 3 connections, sir, here
3
right
connections. And then you
Yeah.
move that around from one student to another.
now. Yes.
All right. And with dealing with 4 students at a time, that's doable. So this says installing for current users, so it's still working on the installation. I really like it when they give a better progress indicator. There's just, it doesn't tell us anything that it's still working except that it says the word installing.
Today.
I do have Opera installed on one of my computers. I rarely, I'm trying to remember what occasion seems like there was something that I used it to test a site for, but I don't remember what for.
You know what might be worth testing? Does he have a smartphone? Now
Yes.
I realize I realize he can't download, but will it let him on? Because a smartphone won't have any hookup to IE. I'll guarantee you on that.
Yeah, but it has its own MAC address, so
Oh God, you're right. Sorry. I've just never heard of that, because how many users do they have? Hundreds?
It's around 15,000 users.
yeah. Well, they probably manage that database using those, what do they call them? Computers? Databases?
It must be accurate if you use the database and open source.
And nobody's hand typing in those MAC addresses.
I mean, I understand, but still. I mean, if you happen to be across town, if he's at your desk getting something for you, he can't get on. Makes no sense.
Well, it's certainly a different environment. I mean, yeah, it's a different, but that apparently is the way it is in India, and if your consumers grow up knowing that, they accept it. I mean, I can't. Oh.
Well, like you're the one that does the government, the HUD. Can you imagine if each person at office had to log on at a different time with a MAC address that was unique?
Yeah, well, we used to if you wanted to use your telephone, used to be you had to be in your house because the phone was hardwired to the wall.
I'm 60s. I remember that.
Yeah, I know you do. The kids growing up today, if you describe that to them, that you could not make a phone call unless you were inside a building that had a physical phone wired into the building. You couldn't make a phone call from your car.
We did have 2 phones, or we had more than 2, but we had 2 numbers because my dad's work couldn't be on the phone when they wanted to call.
Sir, I have a question, sir. Is
Yes.
it a thinkable question or not? I don't know. But sir, like when we click on that, suppose we have opened the Internet Explorer 11, we find then a compatibility settings, a gear icon on the extreme top right side. So what if we copy all the running processes and put it in Windows 11? Will it work like that or won't? I don't know. I didn't experiment it so far. Like I did like this, sir. In Windows 7, in Windows 10, one paint options are there. I have copied the 2 files and put it in Windows 10. In Windows 7 it worked very nicely with the two files. One is exe and another one is DLL file.
Yeah.
So the same version of paint I have opened in Windows 7 also. So like that, this compatibility options can we integrate in Windows 11? Any options are like that? I'm just getting a thought.
I highly doubt that. To copy files from a Windows 10 operating system into Windows 11, expecting to get the compatibility option up on the right hand side of Microsoft Edge like we had in Internet Explorer, I wouldn't even walk down that path. That sounds so unlikely to me.
Well, we have gotten, not we, Windows 11 has already gotten an update to Edge, so I wouldn't touch Edge.
All right, so let's go look at chat because we've got Zvi in here with a significant comment saying the only way is try an IE portable. All right. And Opera is based on Chromium, he says will not work. Well, okay, he's assuming I have his level of understanding of Chromium. On Windows 10, Vital,
Yes,
were
sir.
you able to use the Chrome browser and be able to reprint receipts?
And not yet tried in Windows 10. Only I used Internet Explorer. Other browsers, I didn't use anything. Only I used Firefox for updating my wallet. That's all. Other than that, I didn't touch anything in Windows 10. Only
So
these two browsers, I stick to it.
So I think Zvi is saying that it is that Opera won't do ActiveX. We're trying to read between the lines there, so maybe Zvi, you can clarify. Let's see, I'm on the edge side. What else have I missed in orange? Okay, just here. Oh, it's just Zvi's comments. MIE download. The only way is try an IE portable. My IE 9. So that's Internet Explorer 9. Maybe it'll work in Windows 11. Wow. And then rate guy, your regular angry IT guy. Or if you need IE, you don't need Windows 11. Windows 10 is still supported. So I think you missed the reason why Vital wants to use Windows 11. Will Windows 11 run a program from a USB like in Windows 10 does? If so, you could run IE from it. Yeah, that sounds similar to me, like copying DLL
Some more
files.
Some more concepts I tried on this is I loaded Hyper-V and tried, sir, but my browsing has become very, very slow. So I thought that's not a good option and I removed everything.
Oh, you tried it with Hyper-V. All right.
Yeah, Hyper-V loaded the Windows 10 and all, configured all websites, but it's very, very slow browsing.
This still says installing. That's just way too long. What's going on here? What's going on? What is this icon? Is this?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's Opera, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, it's probably this Opera window that's open right now. That's Opera installer, right? Okay, so it's not installed yet. If I do Windows key, Opera, and Opera setup is the only thing visible. Oh, okay, here's a right click on the taskbar trying to get to task manager. All you get is taskbar settings. You don't get task manager that way. So how about control shift
Should I invoke it for you?
escape?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
control shift escape still works, which that is my habit. So I'm not going to worry too much about the taskbar absence. But anyway, what I want to see here is is it actually doing anything? 0% CPU, stable memory. It looks to me like it's not doing anything. Four subprocesses. Ending task. Zvi, I'd sure like to know a little more specifics. Oh, let's see. It does say no ActiveX with Chromium. Oh, that's it. IE9 portable is easy to try. All right. All right. So we were willing to try Opera. We'll try portable IE9. I'm going to guess, Zvi, that you have not tried it with Windows 11, and we are your experiment. Oh, I've got to get to the chat room. I got to go back to my computer and go to here. Portable, Windows 11. No, where is that? Oh, here's the portable. Right click, copy link address. Alt tab back to Vital's computer. Click in the address bar. Control V paste. Press enter. Zvi says try it in Windows 10. No, his Windows 10 computer is not. We want to avoid that. And if you don't know why, then I guess you probably weren't with us at that point. But he has reasonably good reasons to want to use Windows 11 for this function. He has a Windows 10 computer. He knows he can do that. He can do it with Internet Explorer on the Windows 11. I want to go to that site. Let me go there. So we don't want to try this portable thing in Windows 10. We need something that works on Windows 11. So Zvi, are you saying it's pointless to try this in Windows 11? Boy, it's not liking that at all. So let me actually type it in instead of, because copying from YouTube, it adds in that extra YouTube code. All right, so HTTP, insecure site. How about that? So we're going to an insecure site. http://down.mye9.com/mye9. Then that link shows 3 dots. Is there more to it, or is it actually, I don't think the dots are part of it, are they? Save link address, incognito, open in new tab. I'll open in new tab on my computer number 3 to see what it shows. And it's not opening. Z says zip. The word zip doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what you're suggesting there. I need a sentence. Yeah, when I click on that link from the chat room, Zvi, I'm just a tab opens and then closes right away. It doesn't go anywhere. Maybe you send me that link through an email. Can you do that? But let's see if I can actually just do part of this address. I should be able to do this much. Nope. Okay, then Zvi says my IE9 portable EN zip. Oh, that's what the rest of the URL is. All right, now I understand. The rest of the URL is / Now I've lost that. But everything's silent. I don't hear anybody in my ear. Am I all alone right now? Did I lose everybody?
No, I'm online only, sir.
Okay. http:// down.mye9.com. If I were smart, I would have copied that URL after I typed it out. mye9 down / my IE9 underscore portable underscore EN. When you're typing this part of a URL, it is case sensitive. Everything is case sensitive after the top level domain. Now, Control A, Control C, because Doug's smart and knows what he's doing. Somebody in the chat room laughed and I can't hear them, so I don't know if that joke went over.
I keep thinking you're missing the com, but it's IN.
But what?
I keep thinking you're missing the COM
COM
instead of IN.
instead of IM. I've got COM
Yeah.
there. I've got a .com there.
Do you?
Did I misunderstand that? Yeah.
I don't know.
MIE9.com / and then all the rest of the URL that Zvi specified.
Most of the stuff he was giving us was .in though for India.
Okay, well this is downloading.
Oh, you're doing IE9 portable?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to log on to his site.
No.
Where are you getting the 9 portable from?
From the URL that Zvi put into the chat
Okay.
at
Not from him.
10:54 a.m. So let's see. Looks like we have WinRAR before you.
Should I
continue.
extract it, sir?
Say what?
Should I extract those files quickly?
Yeah, go ahead and extract them.
Okay. So.
Thank you, because my brain needs a break. I'm starting to turn to mush.
Sir, I'm very sorry giving you trouble, so much trouble. Very, very sorry.
We're having fun. Don't be apologizing. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be. Yeah, you're just zipping through all that. Good. Thank you.
I created a folder on the desktop, sir. It is residing there on the desktop.
I got it.
Yeah.
See, I'm showing 14 concurrent viewers, 11 likes. Thank you, everybody, for being with us. And then, so here's that folder. We'll double click to open it. And then there's my IE9 application. So I'm assuming this is gonna, oh, it's a portable. It doesn't install. Of course it's a portable because that's the way Zvi rolls. Okay, so do you know the URL of the site or should we copy it off of your bookmark?
Copy, sir. Copy paste.
Copy paste. All right, so let's go over here to Edge. I'll right click on your bookmark, choose copy. I'm not sure if that just copies the bookmark or does it copy the URL. Is this the URL field or is this the URL field? There's 2 fields up there. I don't know. I'll paste it in the first one. Oh, boom. Boom, chakalaka. All right, go ahead and sign in.
Yes, sir.
So it acknowledged your MAC address for those who are joining us late or didn't catch that part. You can only sign on to this if you're doing so with a internet adapter that has a MAC address that this government site has registered with them.
And a DNS address in India.
Well, okay, DNS address in India before you can even get to that point, I guess, because Gary tried to get to it.
Yeah, it came back and actually said DNS bad.
All right.
Mine.
All right. Yeah, so they
getting pretty secure, which is good.
Yeah, they're secure. So that even if somebody were to know what Vital's username and password is for this site, they still couldn't get in unless they spoofed his MAC address. And actually, Vital, I'm gonna ask you to change your password after we're done with this.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Highly advise that because we have displayed your MAC address and MAC addresses can be spoofed.
Okay, sir.
Um,
Sir, it is not getting in from this point. I
it's-
want to check this with another browser. Just can I do it?
yeah,
Whether it's problem with the browser or I'll just try with Chrome.
you're checking to
At
see.
times our website gives trouble like this.
Okay. So you're checking to see if the website has a problem right now.
I think there is some problem with the website, sir.
Oh, there is. So
Yeah.
do you, Fidel, do you have some kind of authorization to help people make their payments?
Yeah.
So not just anybody can do it.
No, sir. Because I'm being authorized by our government, there is some post called collector. He has given a certificate to me and authorized me to do these services.
Okay. So I want to take you back to a point and ask you a question. Let's see, you're back. What are we in now? Are we in Chrome or are we in, oh yeah, we're in Chrome.
We are in Chrome only, sir.
All right.
Doug, I gotta let you go now.
Okay, Gary, we're not going to be much longer anyway. Thanks for hanging with us.
No problem. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Both of you have a good day.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Gary, sir, very grateful to you.
So, Vital, I wanted to ask you, this place where you're doing operator login, is operator the designation that allows you to
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
people with this?
It's like
Okay.
a local user for the website to operate
Okay.
the sessions like that.
So, and they're paying you, making utility payments and other things besides utilities?
Yes, there are at least 250 services available on the website.
Okay, and do you help with all of those various services or just utilities?
150 services I do, sir.
150 services you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly I do electrical services like new meter. When somebody constructed a house, they need an
Okay.
electrical meter, like that type of services.
So
And,
is it only people like you that have their MAC addresses registered?
For all this portal, who are accessing this portal, for
Yeah.
all the group of people, this is the situation.
But the only people, is it true that only the people accessing this portal are
Yeah.
all like you, meaning they're helping people make the payments?
Yes, exactly.
So the normal end user would not be able to access this portal at all.
No, no way.
Okay, so registering people's MAC addresses isn't something that is done for normal end user citizens. This is something that's done for people like yourself that have an extra level of service
Security.
provider.
Yeah, but the one of the main reason for giving this is we have to stick to only one system. Otherwise, I can go to another place and log in and do the transactions like that. It
Yeah.
creates a confusion to the government. So they invented a system 2 years back, stating that everybody has to stick to only one system. Even they didn't give access to laptops, also only to desktop they have given.
Okay.
We are not authorized to use this portal with the user credentials on laptop, only on desktop. These are some of the rules they have given us.
Oh, so
we
you
have to-
can't
that's
use
to
this
do it.
portal on a laptop,
Yeah,
right?
only on desktop. Yeah.
Okay. Let me catch up a little bit on chat. Let's see. That's to be saying okay. I actually got all that already. I mean, can you run USB drive Windows 11 like you would run 10 to run a program you don't wish to load on the computer? Well, yeah, we just did that. This IE9 portable. That is exactly, that could be run from a USB drive. So we just did run this program and not installed on the computer. Hello, Jim. Yeah, we're about to wrap this up, Jim. Now we do have a potential solution right now. We're unable to test it right now because the website is having a problem. Is that correct, Vital?
Yes, sir. Exactly, sir.
Okay. So for you to test that later, I mean, you could test it later and let me know, and I can post the
Definitely,
information
sir.
on the video. But
Sure, sir.
you've got it right here, so you can just launch it here and test it later when the website's working again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think I'd like to go ahead and wrap this up then. And if you'll turn your camera back on for me.
Sure.
And-
1 minute.
So I'm caught up with chat. And we've got a next step for you as you try that.
Yes, sir.
Portable Explorer, see if it works. Let me know one way or the other. Or you can just, you know how to go to onto the video and put it into the comments. So you can certainly put it in that way, or you can send me an email, however you'd like to do it.
Sure, sir. I'll definitely do that. I'm extremely grateful to you. You have a lot of patience.
I thank you. I mean, this has been fun, and there's quite a few videos on my channel where we don't wind up finding the solution during the live stream. And if we found the solution every time, I'd be bored. So thank you for bringing this to us.
Very grateful to you. Sir, later on, I'll post some questions. If you have time, you can help me out, sir. If it is okay for you.
Yes, you can send more. I'd love to do more sessions with you.
Because I have a concept. I'll just share with you. Whenever you have time, you can think about it. Like every time when I install, I have to load operating system. I have to load the drivers. I have to load all the applications like MS Office and all. I want to make everything auto installation. Like once I run that USB, automatically all applications should get run, like that type of concept. And trying since past 3 weeks. I'm not getting any solution.
Are you doing this between multiple computers?
No, only to single desktop computer. That is
single desktop.
I want to.
Is it
is
it the same? So it's the same computer.
Yeah, same computer. I call this in technical terms as unattended installation.
Unattended installation. Well,
Like for example,
how about once you have it all installed with the apps that you want, what about just making an image of the hard drive so you can restore the image later? Do you know how to do that?
No. Like suppose we make Windows 10 as USB drive and we install using that USB drive. Right, sir?
Well, that would be for installing Windows 10, the operating system, but that's not going to include your programs that you want.
No, yeah. So what I want to make a pen drive like that is, it should include all the packages which I want, custom softwares like Adobe Acrobat Reader, WinZip and Win7, all the utilities I should integrate into operating system. Once, including my drivers also, everything should get installed and come as a full desktop with that installation. I want to make a pen drive like that. I'm trying that concept.
Okay. Well, there are ways to, there is a way to do that. I'm familiar with it. I haven't done it myself because it's a ton of work, and it's typically done in large corporate offices like Gary's. Gary that was with us, he's in a large company. I'm sure they probably have packaged installations like that. I don't remember the word that's used for it. But when you said that you're doing this to the same computer, that sounds like just making an image and then restoring the image later. It's not doing a fresh install. Now, so are you wanting to do this on your own computer, not other computers?
Actually, I have 6 computers in this room, sir. 6 machines.
Okay.
Which are like, can I share with you?
Yeah.
These are my lab systems, which you are able to see.
They're all identical.
Yeah, all are identical.
They're identical. Okay, so what we can do, and I can walk you through how to do this, is make an image backup of one of them that's completely set up. And then you can restore that image to the other computers. And there's no installation. It's just a restored image. Turn it on and it works.
Okay.
So that's not a process you've been through before then, right?
Yeah, I am doing manually, but it's taking quite a heck of time.
Okay, so let's do that in another session then.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll but I've done exactly that, where I have multiple computers, the same model computer, set one up the way that I want it, and then make an image of it. As a matter of fact, this computer over here, I'm going to do exactly that. This computer here. This is an all-in-one, and I've made videos about that before. And by the way, for those who are going to be wondering, is I do have the Chrome operating system on this computer now. And my next step on it is to do exactly what you're describing, is make an image of this and restore it to 4 other computers that are exactly like this one. Does that sound like what you're asking for?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. So let's set up how did this time work out for you? I mean, it's late for you there. Do you normally stay up this late?
And I sleep at 7:30 only, sir, in the evening. I get up very early
You
and then I
you
sleep
get
at
up.
7:30 p.m.
You go to sleep normally at 7:30 p.m.
and get up at 4:30 p.m.
So
4:30 a.m.
so
4:30 a.m.
you stayed up to 9:30 p.m. to start this session with me.
Yeah,
So you must be about ready to fall over and die. Now you normally get up early, 4:30 you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 12 and a half hours apart today. Tomorrow it's going to be different because daylight savings time changes tomorrow here. But let's just work with that 12 and a half hours apart. So if you're up at 5 a.m. your time, I could do a session with you at 5 p.m. my time. That'd be very comfortable for me.
Yeah, I'm happy. Whenever you want, I'm ready to come. Very,
Well,
very
then that's
joyful.
the way to do it. We should do a session that's early morning to you, late afternoon to me.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
All
sir.
right. So now, how about days of the week? Does that make a difference to you? If you're saying 5 in the morning, what day of the week does any day of the week work for you?
Actually, it is my own office. I can open and close anytime. No problem for me. I can work
All right.
anytime. No problem.
All right. All right. So then I'm just contemplating what I have going on this week. If we're doing a 5 p.m. for me, how about, and let's see, is it the same day for us? We're 12 and a half hours apart, but you're ahead of me. So at 5 p.m. on Tuesday for me would be 5 a.m. Wednesday for you.
Yeah, comfortable only, sir. No problem. Yeah.
All right.
This time is also okay for me. I'm comfortable. No problem for me. I
This
take
time's
little
okay
more
for
rest.
you? Well, actually,
Yeah.
I like the 5 p.m. better than 9 a.m.
Okay.
Because I can do 5 p.m. for me on a weekday much easier than I can do 9 a.m. on a weekday.
Okay, sir. For me,
Okay.
comfortable. Whatever is easy for you, I'm happy. No problem for me.
Okay.
I'm flexible. I'm highly flexible. No problem.
Okay, so how about we do 5 p.m. Wednesday for me, which would be 5:30 a.m. Thursday for you.
Okay, sure.
And you're one of the very few half-hour time zones. You're a half-hour offset from the rest of the world. Now, did I do the time difference? Let's see, you're 12 and a half hours ahead. So yeah, it would be 5:30 for you, except that tomorrow is daylight savings time. So our clocks move back 1 hour, which makes me now 13 and a half hours away from you. So 5 p.m. for me is going to be 6:30 a.m. for you.
Okay, 6:30.
I'll double check that and confirm it by email, but I think I've said that right now. So 5 p.m. Wednesday for me is 6:30 a.m. for you. That sounds good. So let's do that for the imaging project.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll just express my what the thing I want. I'll clearly express in email to you, sir.
Okay.
So based on that, you can help me at your own convenient time.
You give me more details by email.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Sounds good.
What I want. Yeah. Very, very grateful to you once again. Thank you so much.
All right. Say
Actually-
goodbye to the chat room for me.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Best wishes.
Thank you. I'm
Best
going
wishes.
to go ahead and end the Zoom, and then I'll end my remote connection to your computer. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm signing
goodbye.
out, sir. Bye, sir. Take
Bye.
care, sir.
Okay, and I'm ending the remote session to his computer. Sometimes I forget to do that. There's my email address at the bottom of the screen if you want to reach out to me for a support session for whatever issue you'd like to deal with or explore or have explained, whatever it may be. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Thank you, chat room, for being here. Let me see what I got. 12 concurrent viewers, 15 likes, Well, I love that, how that works out. Got more likes than viewers currently. Well, I mean, some of them have gone by now. Let's see, I don't see any more in orange in the chat room. I see some goodbyes in the chat room. I see a name, Haranmi Darshane, that I don't think I saw earlier, so hello to you. And what do I have next? I think the only thing I actually have next on the slate is the session you just heard me and Vital talk about. I don't have any other live sessions currently scheduled. All right, so that's it. Goodbye, everybody. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Goodbye.